Take these 3 vitamins now, and you'll regain stronger legs. After 60, if you've noticed your legs feeling weaker, if getting up from a chair takes more effort, if climbing stairs leaves you short of breath, or if you find yourself wobbling a bit more than before, then chances are your body may be lacking 3 essential vitamins that are critical to maintaining the strength in your legs. This isn't just normal aging. It's the silent result of nutrient deficiencies slowly weakening your muscles, interrupting nerve signals, and making each step feel heavier without you even realizing it. You may still be eating well. You may believe you're staying active. But as we age, our bodies absorb nutrients less effectively. What used to be easily absorbed now struggles to reach where it's needed most. And so, the simplest things, standing up from a chair, walking out to the garden, or even stepping into the shower, become surprisingly difficult. Your legs don't feel as steady, your steps feel uncertain, and deep down, a quiet fear starts to form that one day. You might need someone else just to help you do even the smallest things. But here's the good news. You don't have to wait until it gets worse. Because if you act early with just 3 simple vitamins, taken the right way and at the right time, your body can begin to recover. You won't need to change your lifestyle drastically. You won't need intense workouts or complicated routines. You just need to understand what your body truly needs and begin, one small step at a time. And right now, I'd like to share with you 3 essential nutrients that every older adult should know about, nutrients that can help you regain strength, restore confidence, and take back control in every step you take. Let's begin with the first and perhaps most foundational vitamin for maintaining strength after 60, vitamin D3, the switch that reawakens your muscles, bones, and nervous system. Imagine waking up one day and your legs just don't feel as responsive. It takes longer to stand. Each step feels uncertain. Even turning over in bed becomes more difficult than usual. These changes rarely happen overnight. They build slowly and silently, often pointing to one overlooked cause: a deep deficiency in vitamin D3. After 60, your skin becomes thinner and it produces less D3 from sunlight. At the same time, your liver and kidneys, the organs that help process D3, work less efficiently. As the years go by, your body's natural D3 levels fall sharply, and most people never even realize it. That's why older adults are so prone to issues with joints, muscle weakness, and nerve function, even when eating and living relatively well. What many don't know is that D3 does far more than keep your bones strong. It's the master switch that helps regulate both your muscles and your nervous system. When you have enough D3, your muscles contract and release in smooth rhythm. Your nerves send signals without delay. Your bones support your movement with stability. But when D3 runs low, your body starts losing connection. Muscles become slack, slow to respond. Steps feel heavy, balance declines. Suddenly, even walking across the room can feel uncertain. And it doesn't stop there. A lack of D3 can also affect your sleep, your mood, and your energy. You might find yourself tossing and turning at night, feeling anxious for no reason, or drained despite doing very little during the day. What's heartbreaking is that most people simply chalk these symptoms up to getting old, so they endure it, not knowing that D3 deficiency is often the real cause, and that it can be corrected, gently and naturally. Research shows that when seniors begin supplementing the right amount of D3, many feel noticeable changes in just a few days. Steps feel lighter, balance improves, strength returns, without the need for intense medications or drastic changes. So if you've been feeling a bit weaker lately, or you're dealing with leg fatigue, imbalance, or sleep trouble that doesn't seem to have a cause, it might be time to check your D3 levels. For adults over 60, a safe and effective daily dose typically ranges from 800 to 2,000 IU, depending on your health history and current condition. Just remember, D3 is fat-soluble, so take it after a meal that contains some healthy fat like olive oil, eggs, or fish to improve absorption. Morning or early afternoon is the best time to take it. Avoid late-day doses, as they may interfere with your sleep. And if you already take a multivitamin, Read the label. Many general formulas contain far too little D3 for older adults to benefit. Adding D3 isn't just another supplement, it's a way to flip the switch back on to restore the movement, balance, and control that allow you to stand up, walk forward, and take care of life's small, everyday moments. And often, it's those small moments, watering your plants, walking out to get the mail, standing in your own kitchen, that give life its meaning. So if you've noticed your legs aren't as strong as they used to be, it might be time to recheck your vitamin D3. Sometimes, a simple change is all it takes to rediscover confidence and ease with every step. What about you? Have you ever tried D3 supplements and noticed a difference? Feel free to share your experience in the comments. Your story might be just what someone else needs to hear today. Up next, we'll move on to the second key vitamin, the one that helps reconnect your nerves and sharpens the reflexes between your brain and your legs, vitamin B12. And you may be surprised just how powerful it can be. Have you ever felt like you were walking, but your legs didn't seem fully connected to your body? Maybe it takes longer to stand up, your reflexes feel slower, or your steps suddenly feel unsteady without any clear reason. Some describe it as if their legs are asleep, even when they're wide awake, and many brush it off, thinking, maybe this is just part of getting older. But the truth is, this may be your nervous system sending out a quiet warning. And vitamin B12 plays a key role here, acting as a vital bridge between your thoughts and your movement, between the signals from your brain and the steps your legs take. As B12 levels drop, which is common after age 60, the messages from your brain to your muscles slow down. You begin to notice that your legs don't respond as quickly. Simple actions like stepping up a curb, turning around, or just keeping your balance become harder than before. The problem is, this deficiency doesn't come with pain. It often creeps in silently, so it gets overlooked. Most older adults assume it's just normal aging until they experience a sudden stumble or an unexpected fall. While many people know B12 as the memory vitamin, it also protects the outer lining of your nerves, improves how fast signals travel, and ensures that every reflex happens smoothly and accurately. Without enough B12, those messages from the brain become delayed, confused, or lost altogether. That's why many people with low B12 feel their limbs are weak, their legs get numb or tingly, they feel off balance, or they constantly need to hold on to something even when standing up from their own living room couch. B12 also helps produce red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your muscles. That means better energy, less fatigue, and more stamina when walking, climbing stairs, or simply standing in your kitchen preparing a meal. Unfortunately, as we age, the body absorbs B12 less efficiently, especially if you eat less meat, take acid-reducing medications, or have digestive issues. Even with a healthy diet, poor absorption can lead to silent deficiencies. The good news is, B12 is easy and safe to supplement. The most effective form is methylcobalamin, which your body can use immediately, no extra conversion needed. The ideal time to take B12 is around midday or early afternoon, not too late, as it may interfere with sleep for some people. A common dosage for adults over 60 ranges from 500 to 1,000 micrograms per day, depending on your personal health and your doctor's advice. If you often find yourself tripping, feeling slow to react, or your legs tire quickly when standing, you may want to ask your doctor for a B12 test. Nerve recovery isn't instant, but once you start getting enough B12 improvements come gradually lighter steps, a stronger sense of control, and most importantly, renewed confidence as you move around your home or venture outdoors. If you've ever felt like your legs were disconnected from your body, feel free to share that experience in the comments. Your honest story could help someone else recognize what's happening in their own life before it's too late. And now that we've reconnected the brain and the legs, in the next section, we'll discover the final key, the vitamin that acts as fuel for your muscles. Vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, it's what helps you hold on to your energy, build endurance, and stay active so that every movement feels like your own again. After awakening your musculoskeletal and nervous systems with vitamin D3 and restoring the brain-leg connection through vitamin B12, now it's time to focus on something just as crucial: energy. Because even with strong muscles and healthy nerves, your body still needs fuel to move with strength each day. That fuel is vitamin B1. Have you ever woken up feeling heavy and drained even after a full night's sleep and regular meals? You're not sick. You're not skipping meals. But somehow, your legs tire just from walking around the house. Climbing a few stairs leaves you breathless. And on some days, just standing at the sink to wash dishes or brew your morning tea feels like you've walked a mile. If this sounds familiar, your body may be missing something subtle but essential. Vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, a nutrient often overlooked, yet fundamental to powering every movement you make. Vitamin B1 is what your body uses to convert food into energy. It fuels your muscles and supports the nerves that control your arms and legs. When you're deficient in B1, you can eat well, sleep plenty, and still feel worn out. It's not about what you're doing wrong. It's about energy loss that begins on a cellular level. Older adults over 60 are especially at risk. Why? Because with age, digestion becomes less efficient. Many eat fewer whole grains or take medications like diuretics, diabetes drugs, or long-term antibiotics, all of which reduce B1 levels. Even if you have a healthy diet, your body might not be absorbing B1 effectively. That means the energy never reaches where it's needed most. The signs don't come suddenly. They creep in gradually, like the morning when your legs feel heavy with your very first step. Then maybe you notice they drag a little, like something is holding you back. And eventually you no longer feel like moving, not out of laziness, but because your body simply doesn't have the strength. The good news is, vitamin B1 can be replenished. And when taken at the right time, ideally in the morning, after a light meal with some protein or healthy fat, many people begin noticing changes in just a few days. Older adults who've added B1 to their routine often report lighter steps, easier stair climbing, and most importantly, the return of a desire to move again, something they hadn't felt in years. B1 doesn't just help your muscles generate energy, it also aids in recovery after movement, increases endurance for household tasks, walking, or standing for long periods. It supports your peripheral nervous system too, the system responsible for fast, stable reflexes, especially in your legs and feet. So if you feel like your body is a machine that still works, but stalls and tires too easily, consider vitamin B1. It's possible nothing is broken inside you. You just need the right fuel to start running smoothly again. A typical dose for seniors ranges from 50 to 100 milliliters per day, adjusted based on your individual needs and medical guidance. And since B1 is water-soluble, your body will naturally flush out any excess, so you don't need to worry too much about overdosing. As long as you follow directions, if you've ever felt your strength fading for no clear reason, or if you've lost interest in movement and don't know why, this might be the place to start. Sometimes, just one small change, like adding vitamin B1 at the right time, can bring back the vitality you thought was gone. Are you taking B1 daily? If you've tried it and felt a difference, share your experience below. Your story might be the encouragement someone else is looking for. And now that we've walked through the 3 essential vitamins that restore strength after 60, how can you combine them safely and effectively without feeling overwhelmed or misusing dosages? That's exactly what we'll explore in the next section, where I'll show you how to time and combine these nutrients so your body can absorb and use them in the most beneficial way possible. Now that you understand what each vitamin does, vitamin D3 for strong bones and muscles, vitamin B12 for restoring nerve function, and vitamin B1 for fueling every step, the next question becomes, how do you take them the right way, at the right time, to get the most benefit? Because taking vitamins isn't just about swallowing a pill and hoping for the best. It's about creating a steady rhythm, a daily habit that helps your body absorb these nutrients better and recover in the most natural way possible. Have you ever taken supplements only to feel no real change? Maybe you forgot a dose or took them at the wrong time of day. That doesn't mean your body's rejecting what's good for you. It often means there's no steady flow, no harmony. One simple but very effective rule is this: split them across the day. Start your morning with vitamin D3 and B1 after a light meal that includes a little healthy fat. Vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, so it needs some fat to be absorbed. And B1 gives you the energy to move to get through your morning chores or simply to stand steady while brewing your coffee. Then, around midday, after a protein-rich lunch, take your vitamin B12. This is the time when your body can best use it to stay alert and support your nervous system for the rest of the day. Spreading them out this way improves absorption, reduces strain on your digestion, and avoids the common trap of taking everything at once, then forgetting what you did. You don't need a complicated system. Just a simple routine repeated daily can help your body rebuild what's been quietly depleting for years. Think of taking your vitamins not as an obligation, but as an act of kindness toward yourself, gentle, unforced, but deeply meaningful. And if you've already found a vitamin routine that works for you, don't hesitate to share it with others. Sometimes a small tip from one person can make a big difference in someone else's life. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on why just 3 simple vitamins can bring about such a profound transformation in your legs and in the way you live life after 60. Now that you've learned how to safely and effectively combine these 3 essential vitamins, you might be wondering, can such small changes really make a difference? My friend, I truly believe they can. Because sometimes the biggest changes in life don't come from something complicated, but from the quiet, consistent things we do each day with care and with the right understanding. We can't turn back time. We can't make ourselves young again, but we can choose to live with intention with the body we have now and the life we are living now so that the years beyond 60 are still years worth living. Our legs are not just for walking. They are a symbol of independence, of that deep, reassuring feeling, I can still do this on my own. And more than anything, they are the foundation of knowing that we are still in charge of our own lives, one step at a time. If lately you felt your legs growing weaker, less steady, or if you've lost some confidence with each step, please don't accept it as something you just have to live with. Because there are gentle, simple solutions still within reach, like the 3 vitamins we explored together. These small nutrients may help your body remember what it once felt like to be strong, steady, and full of life. And if you're still here listening with me until this very moment, I want to thank you, slowly, sincerely, because choosing to understand your own body is an act of quiet courage and self-respect. If you have a story to tell or an experience that might help others, please feel free to share it in the comments below. Your journey might be the light that helps someone else find their way out of a dark patch. And until we meet again in the next video, may you continue to rediscover peace, strength, and dignity on this journey through later life.